Peace and love. I'm a Jaya Divine, and I know what we're gonna talk about today, y'all. We, and by we I mean me. Sex. Sex is very powerful, and I see it as very sacred. So I don't talk about it a lot, but I understand that there is power in it. I know there is power in it, and I know that it's causing hangups in a lot of areas for people for many reasons. So first thing is, sex is spiritual. It is a sacred union between two people. It is a completely spiritual event that you express through the physical. Now, most people are coming at it as if it is purely physical, and it is not purely physical. And the only way it can be purely physical is if you have cut yourself off from the divine, from source, from whatever you want to call everything that is, the energy that flows through everything. You have to cut yourself off from that in order for sex to be purely physical. And as women, we need to be very mindful because in the act of sex, we are the receivers. We are receiving energy. So, whose energy are you allowing to be deposited into you? Whose whose will, whose future plans and ideas, whose energy are you allowed to be implanted into you? Because if you are completely tapped in and being an open channel, their energy is being funneled through you to source, or can be, or it could be deposited in you. And so that's what's going on out here is people aren't understanding that people's energies are becoming a part of you. And a lot of people are more sensitive to that than they know, than they've ever been told how to understand energies and how they connect to us and how we can attach them or how we can feel them and they never truly leave us. So you're letting this energy through me. Not to mention you don't truly know that person and what all their energy is truly about, because a lot of people are out here having sex with people's representatives. You don't know that nigga. You don't know that woman. So you're allowing that energy, their insecurities, anything negative. Positive also, it works in the positive, but people are understanding how it works in the negative, and they're just in this cycle of why can't they get shit together? Stop having sex with all them people. Get all that energy cleared out of you so you can think straight, so you can know your energy. And then you can probably use sex, sacred union, as a tool on your path. But right now, most people are using it for physical. What's the word? I can't see. See how long? um, pleasing, physically pleasing, 3D. I don't even know. I know what word I'm trying to think of, but I can't. Gratification. There we go. For physical gratification. And when you make that the foundation of it, it's ass backwards. It's ass backwards. A lot of things in this mainstream culture are ass backwards if you are someone who wants to live in accordance with nature. But when you understand that it is a spiritual experience and you want to use its higher qualities, the higher things, the greater things that you can do with sex besides busting nut, besides orgasm, higher things that you can do, like tapping into source. I hate saying manifestation, but just ritual stuff. I'm not, yeah, using it as a ritual to do the things that you want to do and to use them on your path. There we go. When you can start to really see things change if you're truly using sex as a ritual. And Then, if you have someone who understands and is able to balance you in that way, then you have a partnership. It's not this relationship, it's not these marriage concepts and these ideas that were imposed by a foreign culture. Start using the higher principles to unite with why you want to have sex with people. Everything has to be spirit based in order for shit to change. We have to start working in the spiritual first with everything. That is our true culture. That is our true nature. Because we are people of nature. We are the people of the sun. We are the children of Mother Earth. All of these things. When we work with nature as being in avatars and things that come from nature, then we can be better aligned to be better channels for our spiritual connections, things that we are working on in the spiritual. Spiritual can mean mental. You can talk about cosmos realms, wherever you want to go with it. It's so many levels. We don't have to argue about what each one means. Use it how it needs to be used because any real truth is true on every level. Any real truth is true on every level. If it's a truth, it's a truth. As within, so without. That's a truth on every level, physical and spiritual. So we have to start dealing with these bigger truths, especially around sex, because that's some of the most powerful energy. Ladies, don't be out here getting stigmatized because what you're actually doing is you are tapping into source and you think it's the dick and it is only a tool. It's really about you being open and tapping into source, tapping into yourself, your own connection. That's what it is. That's just a tool. Don't be out here getting stigmatized. But when it's a really a good and pure energy, also someone who you're on the same spiritual level with, then it's a partnership. Still may happen. But you can know that it is not that person. That is a tool to help you tap into the spiritual. Now together, y'all may tap into something deeper that is not it's more than about you. Okay? So a man and a woman comes together or whatever else you may man I'm not even gonna go there. So what I was talking about is a man and a woman. So I'm just gonna go with that. Okay. So you bring those energies together. He has a tool. It sends things out. It is an emitter. A woman has a womb. It receives. So and magnifies. So if he is giving out this great spiritual based energy with whatever seeds that he is looking to plant into the physical universe, even if it's just her physical universe. But again, you have children. You plant a seed and something comes out. So that is how you manifest. So you are planting seeds in a woman, and all seeds ain't good seeds. You know, all seeds aren't good seeds. So be very mindful of what you're allowing to be planted into you. But when two energies that are on the same frequency, if you will, are able to tap into the same frequency, now that determines how much of the divine y'all can experience together. So the man can experience the connection to the divine through the womb, because the womb is very powerful and very important. They can tap into that divine through the woman and pull some back, help pull it down for both of them, or they can use it as in an attempt to control the one. But what you really want to be mindful of, and then just stay on the lower levels, is people attaching energy to you when they are still living in trauma. Be very mindful of who you have sex with. You are merging energies with their traumas, with their insecurities. And if you are not careful, they will transmit to you, and then you will start to exhibit those. You ain't never been insecure before, now you insecure. Yeah, it's like that. But at the same time, it is the most powerful and amazing thing, one of the most experience here, okay, in this realm. In this realm. Well, it's not to say it's not to be enjoyed. Then I have to wait, sir. Thank you. So it is there to enjoy. It is there to, it is there to enjoy, to have fun. Things come from it. Things manifest from the spiritual through the womb into the physical every day. Yeah, just one drop every day. So even if you do not have a child, you are still manifesting something. Bring me the cup. You are still manifesting something in the physical. Know that. So ask what it is. Is it an insecurity? Is it something positive? These kind of conversations, you need to be comfortable with having conversations like that. No, like 5. You need to be comfortable having these conversations with people that you think you're going to have sex with. Like, you're merging energies, but you're afraid to have a real conversation about the things that truly matter. Y'all not comfortable, but y'all gonna have, you gonna let somebody stick their penis in you. You gonna let some woman put her, eh, but y'all can't have a real conversation about some real shit. Y'all nervous about that? That's that's how ass backwards mainstream popular culture is. More willingly, more ready to give your body to merge sexual energies with someone, to let someone literally inside of your body, mind, body, and spirit, but at least your body. But afraid to have a real conversation. What are we doing? What is happening? Then to frame it as something normal. It might be normal, but it's not natural. It is not leading to productive results of healthy relationships, whatever that looks like for whoever, because it can look different for everyone. And this is such, there are so many other things besides sex to use to get to know and connect with a person before you decide that you want to truly make a bond with someone. Spending time with someone and getting to know someone, that's the test drive. The sex is the consummation of whatever the agreement is. These are contracts. When right now people are signing contracts through sacred union and sex in the spiritual, they're signing contracts in the spiritual and thinking that's going to have no physical ramifications. But as above, so below. So if you're out here making these connections with people, you're signing spiritual contracts. Just like when you speak, that is a spiritual contract. The words that you say, if you don't follow through with them, you put that out there, that is a spiritual contract. That's why your word is your bond. We ain't never need pen and paper because we understood that when we spoke, we signed the contract. Law, universal law will hold you accountable. That's why we didn't need contracts. That's why we didn't have to do all the writing. We understood that when you spoke, you signed a contract. Whether or not you're going to acknowledge it or not, that's on you. If you say you're going to do something, you put the energy out there for that action to be done. You have put the cause out there. And there must be an effect. There must be an, it's out there waiting for that to be filled. And you said it. So you got to fill that contract somehow, some way. And you have to pay. You have to pay. And then collectively, we pay. So figure out who your true collective is and who you trying to build with spiritually. So you can reap the benefits of what y'all are doing in the spiritual realm, in the physical. But back to sex. What are you doing in the spiritual realm with your sexual energy to reap the benefits in the physical? Whatever that is for you. But that's where we have to start coming at sex from the spiritual level. Everything has to start coming from the spiritual level. You cannot fix a problem from the same level it was created. And right now, the pure savagery at the way people are coming at sex and seeing it in the body. Come on. It's going to have to be a spiritual experience. It's going to have to be. In order to come out of this low vibrational sexual porn culture, it's going to have to be a spiritual experience. Just like that. You're going to have to see sex as a spiritual experience if you want to bring it out of the low vibrational energy that it's in. It is way beyond something physical. And when you do it, you are signing a contract in the spiritual. You're signing a contract in the spiritual. Your energies are merging in the spiritual. And if you don't understand the power of coming together and knowing what you want your energies to do up there. And for some people, when you have a strong, steady partner like this, it might just be able to see how high we can go. How high and how much can we of the divine can we channel? That might be the contract y'all decide to sign. But always give your sexual encounters a spiritual purpose. And it'd be great if you actually had this conversation with the other person and that y'all were able to talk on that level before y'all sign a motherfucking contract together. Peace and love.